everybody. Alita Hernandez here, Nuestro Magazine. Happy Tuesday. Today, we're going to have a special guest today regarding Gatsby TV, this new app that's coming up. We're going to be behind the scenes, talk to the CEO of Gatsby TV. And I don't want to say his last name because I might mess it up. So his first name is Gatsby, and he'll tell me his last name later because I'm really bad with names. So anyway, this is going to be a great app. It's going to help you search for movies, and we'll deep dive into that with our guests. Before that, I just want to go over some commercials from our sponsors. So I'll be right back.
Come celebrate your event and create new memories at Studio 33, right here in Fort Lauderdale, off the Exit 32 Commercial Boulevard. Call us today so you can schedule an appointment and see the location. It's an intimate setting for your private event. Call us at 954-530-7193. Again, 954-530-7193. Also, our website is studio33f as in Frank, ll.com. And you can find us on all social media at Studio 33 FLL as well. Again, call us today for your appointment and come see our venue. We are filling up fast.
Oh, my second one.
I am a certified fitness trainer. I'm a certified health and wellness coach. I am the creator and developer of a brand new amazing fitness tool called the Max Pack. The Max Pack stands for Maximum Power and Core. I was looking for a fitness training tool that was more useful than a dumbbell, and I created this really amazing thing where the movement of the material inside moved every way I moved and made the resistance heavier every direction I went. So I had to grip it harder with my fingers, fist, wrist, arm, forearm, and it really immediately, the minute I picked it up, it engaged all my muscles so succinctly and firmly. Before I even started working out with it, I was like, oh wow, this is so awesome. And then I developed 150, 200 different fun, amazing, kick-ass ways to really work it. The Max Pack Maximum Power and Core is going to be the newest, most amazing fitness training system today. On the Max Pack, I have my empowerment words: strength, endurance, integrity, and commitment. And these words have really, really, really great meaning to me because I live by these. I signed my name and my company, Hammer Health and Fitness, is on this. So the truth and integrity and strength and endurance and commitment from me to you is literally written on this bag. And if you banged yourself in the head or you dropped it on your foot, it won't break you. And you're gonna see your body burn fat, build muscle, shred yourself. Your balance is gonna be better, your cardiovascular is gonna improve, your stability is gonna be stronger, your whole body and mind is gonna transform because the Max Pack has required focus. The muscles are engaged, boom, right from the get-go, and then you start working out. It's a double whammy workout, and I have to tell you, happy and healthy ways to exercise your muscles and your mind because you really have to focus on the movement. And that's why I love my Max Packs.
I thought it was unbelievable, actually, and I really got a lot of benefit out of it.
Functional activation of total body with this product. I love it.
Very effective, works all the muscles that you don't even think that you are using or engaging.
Amazing. I was engaged in my obliques, and it was just one of the best products I've actually ever used.
In and in, out and out. There you go. It's enough to burn your ass right now.
So it's a great workout with the Max Pack. I have one of those, so you have to check it out. But anyway, with further ado, I'm going to bring my guest in. Say hi to Gatsby. Let's see. My computer today is being really slow. Hold on. What's with the internet today? There we go. Am I frozen? I think we're both frozen. What's going on? It's slow today. Can you hear me? Can I hear
Yeah,
you?
yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, we're on. All right.
Yeah.
It's a little sluggish. I don't know what's going on. My computer looks like it needs a little coffee or something.
No problem.
So how are you today? And how do you pronounce your last name?
It is pretty phonetic. So my last name is Frimpong. It sounds exactly how
Frimpong.
it's spelled. So you're not going to
Okay, I thought so, but I didn't want to mess it up. So it's a great meeting you. I see you're a Stratford graduate, Stanford University graduate. So is that recent?
I'm actually currently still at Stanford. So I'm a master's student here currently.
Oh, okay. So you're doing this while you're still a student. You created this app.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
So tell me, how did you start thinking about this, about doing this app?
Yeah, no problem at all. So the Gatsby TV app, how that was born was essentially I had a problem that I feel like millions of people have. I would get home from work after a long day of work, and after dinner, but before bed, I'd be sitting down with my partner and my family trying to figure out something to watch. And essentially, this is where the arguments would start and contention would start about what wanted to be watched. And I sort of said to myself, why is it that in my day job that I'm constantly working on technology to solve people's problems, and I have this very simple problem in the evening after I leave work that can't seem to be solved, and I think technology can solve it. So that's how the idea was born.
That makes sense because I do the same thing. And I mean, how many channels don't we have? Like on cables, like 1,000 channels, right? And
yeah,
we
exactly.
stick to like 2.
Yeah, exactly. So in the English speaking world, there's about 500,000 TV shows and movies. So the reason why we can't find anything isn't because of a lack of content. It's just because content is hard to find.
Well, with our technologies today, hopefully with your app, you've made it a little easier for us to search. I did download the beta one. I know it's still in testing just to check it out.
Yeah.
So I did a couple of searches there. And so question I have on the searches, are they going to be based on type of movie, or is it going to be more open? Like if I say I want a movie about a particular thing or something like that, can you be more detailed on it when you're in the app?
Yeah, no problem at all. So it can essentially be done both ways. You can either just search specifically for a title and we can do the general search. But if you're saying to yourself, I'm looking for something that's either on Hulu, Amazon, or Netflix and is a TV show specifically and is a romance and comedy, then you can also do that because we wanted to give our users this sort of advanced filtering, advanced search where rather than just searching for a comedy per se, you could search for a comedy that's also a TV show that's also what we call grade A, which means it's a pretty good, and it's across specific networks.
Okay, yeah, I did see that you had a choice, like different networks. So you basically have to choose which network you want to search in. It doesn't
No,
go
not
automatically.
necessarily. Not necessarily, because part of the reason why we're building this app is because we want people to actually discover some of the great shows that are on TV shows, network streaming, video on demand platforms that they don't currently have. So when you go into the app and you search for a specific show, and let's say you look for that comedy ad that's also a TV show, you can actually just filter for those two options and not pick any of the networks. And what it'll do then is it'll search across every single network. And let's say you find something like, oh wow, that's really interesting. As soon as you click into the show, it'll show you where you can watch that TV show or movie either for free via subscription or where you can buy it. And the idea there is that hopefully over some time you realize, okay, I only have my Netflix subscription, but I've actually come to find out that there's a lot of stuff on Peacock that I may want to watch. And then that'll give you sort of the confidence to say, okay, maybe it's time that I get a free trial and see whether Peacock is something I want to add to my library of streaming video on demand platforms.
Wow. Yeah, it's incredible. I was just thinking, so back in 2012, I was working for somebody as a marketing director, and he was starting streaming TV shows, right? This is before 2012. We didn't have this, right? And since then, what a boom. I mean, YouTube TV, Peacock, Pluto. I mean, there's so many streaming apps. And I think about that. And back then it was such a resistance. And unfortunately, they were they were kind of stuck in their ways, so they didn't see the vision that you had to look outside the box. And with technology, my background is technology. So just to let you know, I'm a DeVry University graduate. But so I love technology and movies, right?
Yeah, 100%. And millions of people do. And the reason why, or even billions, let's say, the reason why we wanted to start this company is because essentially the idea was that if there's about 500,000 TV shows and movies in the English speaking world, then you could watch a TV show or movie every day for your entire life and probably only get through about 4% of the library. So there really shouldn't be any reason why anyone watches a bad TV show or movie. And so really the problem here isn't, again, the content, the number of content or the volume of content. It's really just getting the right content to the right person at the right time. And so what we've done is we've created a very special sort of algorithm that actually takes into account your friends and your family members and what they're watching. And essentially, that's how we actually serve up some of these recommendations. So that unlike Netflix, that gives you basically whatever they've funded and most recently released, we give you something that we actually believe that you'll watch based on the preferences of the people who are around you.
That's good. That's great. And hopefully that's why get people to see other movies that are out there, not just the ones they market, right? Because that's the whole problem. People who have the more money is where all the marketing goes. So that's why you see all those other movies, but all the indie movies and all the foreign movies, because sometimes I'm looking for stuff like that. And I'm like, I can't find it anywhere, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then there's also some existing shows that are out there that a lot of people haven't watched. So one thing that one show that I really loved watching was Game of Thrones. And it really surprises me when I meet someone who's never watched Game of Thrones because I'm like, this is arguably the best TV show that's ever been made. Sans season 8, I don't know what they did there, but up until then, it was the best TV show that was ever made. Yeah, it was the best TV show, at least what in the top 5 for sure, TV shows ever made. So one thing that's interesting about that is, let's say that you're a listener right now, you've never watched Game of Thrones, maybe because you didn't have HBO Max, whatever it may be. You're really missing out on a great TV show that you could probably binge for the next at least 2 months. So the problem with Game of Thrones right now is because there's no marketing dollars behind it, because it's not top of the conversation. No one's really pushing it. But for that person that's never watched a Game of Thrones before, I say, hey, we're about to change your life.
It's so true. I didn't see it when it first, like when it was first, it was still out when I started watching it, but I didn't see like I did the binging, right? I started watching it and oh my gosh, me and my husband were like, put the next episode, put the next one, like all day watching Game of Thrones,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah, no, you're exactly right. And the thing about this, and exactly what you're saying with you and your husband, and again, born from the same idea with me and my partner at the time, is that one thing with the Gatsby TV app is that what I've sort of seen in technology is that the technology is using us and we're not using the technology, which is essentially, you're just sitting there mindlessly and using it and you're not really interacting with the real world. And one of the things about entertainment in the TV and movie watching process is that it's actually a very inherent real world thing that we all do. And so what I'm actually trying to do, and there's a lot of talk about ML and AI and all these things, is essentially make it so that we're coming back to using the technology where, let's say, your partner is at the water cooler and he hears of a show at work from someone, he can send that recommendation to you within our app in real time. And then it actually spurs this conversation, because then when he gets back home in the evening, he can say, okay, yeah, I sent you that recommendation. You can look and you can say, oh yeah, I saw the ratings and it's on this specific network. And then you two can sit down and enjoy it together. And again, kind of get rid of that period of trying to find something to watch. Right. But then how that sort of connects it with the real world again is once you and your partner have watched it, generally whoever has recommended a show, if they did it with an app, will actually get a notification saying, hey, the Hernandezes have watched this TV show or movie. So the next time he goes back to the water cooler, his friend's like, oh my gosh, like, what did you think of Game of Thrones? And again, bring that real life experience to something that you enjoyed virtually.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that, because then you're doing interaction with other people. Then you get people that like-minded people, right? So you get people, oh, you saw that? Oh yeah, it was great. And then that brings community too. I think that's a great community building thing. So it's a community building app. So you can discuss movies together and topics. I mean, you have everything. You get documentaries, right? And things like that.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, the thing about TV shows and movies is it's inherently social. So it's not just a social media app just for the sake of social media. It's what it's doing is actually enriching our in-person social experiences. Where again, you can
Mm.
recommend something, and then someone can come back and say, "Oh my goodness, you watched it. What did you think?" Because I think at the end of the day, and again, one of the reasons why this whole thing was born is that to me and to us at the company, one thing that we believe vehemently is the fact that one recommendation from someone that you know well, at least someone that you know in person, is much more likely to lead to a successful outcome than looking at recommendations from people you don't know. So, case in point here is that we
Mhm.
spend a lot of our time today looking at. I always use restaurant reviews, but you can find some restaurant in Fort Lauderdale, 4.5 stars, 10,000 people have been there, etc. But what we're doing is we're just sort of aggregating sort of these average responses of people who are unlike you, and maybe you don't think that Turkish restaurant, Middle Eastern restaurant is that great because I don't know, you don't like certain ingredients that they use. Just because those 10,000 people think it's great doesn't mean that you think it's great. But let's say, for instance, your mother, your cousin, your partner love this Cuban restaurant down the street. Well, y'all have very similar backgrounds, and they understand who you are, and so when they send that recommendation, again, that one recommendation from someone you really know well and someone who knows you well counts so much more than the 10,000 people who are essentially just anonymous.
That's so true. It's so true. Word of mouth is still key, isn't it?
Yes,
Old
100%.
school marketing, right? I tell a friend, they tell a friend, and so on. So that is awesome. I congratulate you on creating this app. And so right now it's still in the beta stage. When is it like fully launching?
Yeah, so on the Android, you must have the Android version. So Android version we're still working through. So that one's beta stage. The iOS version is much more refined, just because I have an iPhone. In my past, actually worked at Apple, Microsoft, and Google. And so when I first started the company, or at least started working on the project, I was working at Google at the time. And given my programming experience, I was working on the Apple version, and so that one is actually pretty much like 100% the release version. Right now, we're just trying to get more users on the app, but you can search for the app either in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Download it there, and be able to go right in and find the things that you want to watch on TV, along with their ratings and where to watch them.
That's awesome. So you heard that here, everybody. Just go to Gatsby TV, and I looked it up on the Android on the Google Play, and it came up right away, and I installed it. So you have an iPhone, like he said, it's more advanced. You can check it out. I know there's a lot more iPhones out there, but I'm a diehard Android, so sorry. But I thank you very much. And then again, the website is Gatsby.tv also, so they
Yes,
can find you there as well.
Yes, ma'am. So just type in Gatsby TV in any search engine, Google Play, Apple App Store, Google, you name it, and it'll generally be the first or second result to come up. It's in the entertainment section, and yeah, it's a free download too. So when you download it, you put in all your favorite genres, your streaming video on demand networks. When you find something you watch, like Game of Thrones, you search for it, you click it, and it'll actually kick you out to the HBO Max platform where you can watch that TV show or movie, or Game of Thrones in this instance. And so you can aggregate all of your TV watching into one place. But again, we still rely on those other streaming video on demand platforms to actually play the movie for you.
Okay. Right. So we'll have to have some kind of service or hope that we can get some of them free.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. We're working on
I know.
trying to figure out something for people on that one. So stay tuned.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have something like that. That there's a section for free movies that are on, there's a lot of free movies out there because even on the cable, you can go free movies and it comes up, right? And
Yes. Yeah, so maybe one thing to add there, sorry for interruption, is the fact that yes, within the app today, you can actually search for free. So you can search free, specifically movies or TV shows, and it'll show you all those titles too.
that's great. That's great. And any consideration later adding different languages?
Yeah, so right now, at least the app itself, what we'll do is we'll take a look at what your system preferences are, and we'll be able to actually detect whether you need Spanish or German, French, etc. And on top of that, we actually have support for some countries. So let's say you're in Brazil, you download our app, you're going to be able to download the app, and it'll show you not only all of the text and labels in Portuguese, but it'll actually show you where you can watch these specific TV shows and movies in Brazil and what networks in Brazil hold these TV shows and movies. And same goes for Germany, UK, France, a lot of the major economies, or I should say a lot of the countries that have a lot of people, we're able to do that for. So right now we should be supporting about 18 different countries and all of their streaming video on demand platforms.
That's awesome. Now, I'm guessing you have one Spanish one out there.
Yes, we definitely have at least one Spanish one. I believe it's Spain, to be quite honest, and we're working on Latin America.
Okay, perfect. And Mexico, of course, because Mexico has tons of stuff.
Yeah.
And but that's awesome. I want to let my people know out there, all our multiculturals out there, so they can reach, my Haitians, my Jamaicans, my Puerto Ricans, my Cubans, everybody else in South Florida. And we have a melting pot down here. So so they're able to get the app and stream it, and you can get it in your language. That is perfect.
Yes, no, 100%. And I'm very familiar with South Florida. And one thing that I love about our multicultural audiences is they seem to be the most vivid and avid sort of social app users. So things like WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. I know this group of people really love. So it's a great app for this sort of community where you can go and watch something. People can see what you've watched. One thing I've actually always thought was kind of awesome is the fact that I feel like if you can see what people have watched, you can really get to know another side of them, which I think is cool. And you can go ahead and send messages in the app too. So it's a free messaging app.
Oh, okay. So it becomes a little social, like a WhatsApp with a little flair with the movies. That's kind of cool, because I'd be like, hey, I'm watching this movie. Check it out. Right?
Yep.
So
exactly.
that's kind of cool. Not that I need another app, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
so many. Well,
you
you know what? If that's doing that, then you can start eliminating other things on your phone. That's what I'd look at. If I add a new one, I got to eliminate 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. And so I spend a lot of time messaging in the app. And like I said, one thing that's really great about this is that it's not just social media for the sake of social media. If you're in there and you're watching a TV show, then at the time that you watched it and someone's recommended it to you, it actually makes a lot of sense to send the person a message. And so there's a lot of very natural conversation going on in there.
Yeah, no, that's really exciting. That's really exciting. Well, you heard it here, everybody. So check out Gatsby.tv online, Gatsby TV on the Android and Apple platforms, and download it and start checking out and searching for movies, and send me recommendations. So you guys have to add me. I'm already in there. So you can tell me a recommendation on movies. Let me see what you're watching.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, it was great talking to you today. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me and telling our online people out there in the internet world all about Gatsby TV.
No problem. It was a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. So that was awesome. So check out Gatsby TV. I'm already looking on there, and I started looking at it this morning. I just typed in like something I was looking for, type of movie I was looking for. I put like faith, and I got all these movies about faith, and some had faith in the title, some had faith regarding in the summary. It was awesome. But you can put all these different words in there and see a new movie today. So everybody, that's your goal today, is to see a new movie and share it. I'm waiting to see what you guys are going to share with me today and see what kind of movies we get. And before we go, I do want to have another sponsor that I want to talk to you about. And again, it's Scalar Light. Remember, right now you can get your free Scalar Light session at freescalarlight.net. You get 30 days free trial. It's incredible technology from Tesla technology. And sorry, my computer is really buffing today. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, freescalarlight.net. So I'm going to just share with you a little video clip, and you can check out Scalar Light. And always just remember, go freescalarlight.net. And I'll see you at the next interview. And tonight I'll be at 6 p.m. I'll be live on Rebooted Mindset right here live. So check me out later tonight at 6 p.m. I'll see you later.
In Hawaii, the natives hold a high respect for nature and believe in a life force energy called mana. There are many names synonymous for this life force energy as cultures throughout the world reverence this gift from the Creator. You may have heard of it called prana, or ki, or chi. In the global science community has referred to it as radiant energy or scalar energy. The science community has been researching scalar energy for over 100 years, and today there has been much progress and breakthroughs on how to benefit from this life force energy. Meet Tom Palladino, one scalar energy researcher who has developed scalar energy instruments capable of controlling and negating the molecular bonds of germs such as viruses, bacteria, fungi, and parasites. Here's Tom explaining the process that he uses.
I work with scalar energy, which originates from the sun of our solar system, as well as the stars of the universe. I've developed a technique with scalar energy in which I am able to disassemble, break apart germs, pathogens. I'm able to disassemble viruses, bacteria, fungi, and protozoan with a scalar energy instrument. In practice, I take a photograph of a germ. For instance, I'll take a photograph of Mycobacterium tuberculosis, which is the cause of TB, and in so doing, I place that photograph inside my instrument. My instrument will pick up the light signature, the scalar light harmonic of that photograph, and then broadcast it into a person. In so doing, that broadcast of energy, which is the reverse phase angle of Mycobacterium tuberculosis, will serve as the informational input to what? Break apart, disassemble that germ inside the human body. Hence, I call this process the scalar energy pathogenic cleanse, and it is an effective fundamental way of disassembling and hence eradicating germs from the human body.
To simplify matters, try to understand the scalar energy operates at the quantum level, and Tom's scalar energy instrument is capable of disassembling all types of pathogens. Tom's scalar energy pathogenic cleanse treatment is done remotely. That's right. This simple and painless process utilizes natural scalar light to break down the molecular bonds that hold together germs. As a result, the germ breaks apart and no longer poses a threat to human health. The cool thing is, the scalar energy pathogenic cleanse is 100% confidential because only a photo of a person's skin is needed for the scalar energy instrument to begin its process remotely. It does sound too good to be true, but please understand everything in the universe has a distinct scalar energy harmonic or signature, including a photo which has the distinct scalar energy signature of a person that is as unique as their fingerprint or DNA. It even works on animals. Tom is offering 15 days of free scalar energy treatments to the world. So please share this amazing opportunity with your friends and family. All you have to do is send a photo of your skin, and your 15 days of free treatment will begin.
Hi, everybody. Sorry, the internet is buffering or something today. But anyway, please check out with Nuestro Magazine. You actually get 30 days free, not 15, at freescalarlight.net. So check it out. And I will be posting more stuff about Scalar Light. So please check that out. It'll be great for your health. I've been on it for several months. JC's been on it. My whole family's been on it. It has been amazing. I feel good. People tell me I look younger. I don't know. I haven't done anything. It's all natural. I haven't changed anything. I haven't done anything on my face. Just kind of living my life here. So I think Scalar Light's doing really well. And I've been feeling really well. Thank goodness. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. And just remember to subscribe to our channel at Nuestro Magazine and on all platforms and on YouTube, of course. Here, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell so everybody can, you will get notified if I have another interview and things that are coming up. There's a lot of artists that I've interviewed that already have won, that have been nominated for Grammy. So I'm waiting for that Grammy win to re-interview them. I can't wait. Unbelievable artists out there. I'm so privileged and honored to have interviewed a lot of those. So once again, I want to thank our guest Gatsby Frimpong, from the CEO and co-founder of Gatsby TV, where you can able to search for movies, I don't know, millions of movies that are out there, and you're able to get a list of movies that you've never seen and starts watching some new movies. If you see any new movie, let me know. I'm on the app, Alita Hernandez, and and you can send me your considerations, and I can check out the movie, and maybe we can talk about a new movie we watched. Have a cup of coffee and see what good movies are out there. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you again for watching. Bye.